Hey everyone, one of these hearts I made with glass and resin, and one of these hearts I made with glass and no resin. Can you tell the difference? If you want to find out, follow along. No resin
For this
needed.
project, I'm using this red heart mold. It's about 6 by 6 inches, 6.5 by 6.5 inches. And I have used it in multiple projects before. The difference with this is I am not using any resin. This is going to be a Mod Podge glass heart. So I just go ahead and I take this red Ashland decorative filler. It's glass that they have seasonally. Keep your eyes open at Michael's for their different colored glass that comes out at different times a year, because then they will discount it down to 70% and discontinue it for a time, and then it'll come back the same glass or maybe a different color. Anyway, I just take the red glass, we're only using the perimeter, and I put it around the perimeter of the heart. And then next I take Mod Podge 1/2 strength. So it's 1 part Mod Podge to 1 part water that I mix together in a cup. And then I start to drizzle it over the glass. And I take my time and I go around and around multiple times to make sure that it's totally saturated. You want the glass totally saturated. I took the Let's Resin Chunky Glitter, the color Silver Opal, and sprinkled it all over the glass that's saturated with Mod Podge. And after I had done that, I took a little bit more Mod Podge and kind of sprinkled it on top of the glitter, just to make sure it's going to stick there. I let it sit for an entire hour, and then I came back and I held it up like that and drained it. I didn't show the first time that I did it. There's still a little bit left in there, and you do want to leave a bunch, but that's how I kind of tipped it up. And if any of the glass kind of got out of place, I pushed it back. So I did that on January 6th, and on January 11th, 6 days later, you can see from the back of it that it's still wet. You can see that it's still holding together real well with me kind of tipping it upside down. I probably should have flipped it out of the mold then and just let it dry that way. I think it would have dried a lot faster. And I ended up not taking it out of the mold until the 20th of January. So that's actually 2 weeks later. And you can see here that it's perfectly dry now. You can see that the glass is held together really well, and it's nice and sparkly from the glitter.
And it's not fragile either.
Next, I took a 12 by 12 mirror that I had picked up at a garage sale, a real pretty gold frame on it, and then I took my glass heart and tipped it upside down and took something called Lexil and put it all around the perimeter of the back. But be very careful when you stick it to the mirror that you're not going to have to move it around, and then you'll get the Lexil all over the place. Try to get it centered right away. And then I just let it dry for a couple of days.
So now you know this is the one. So actually what got me to do this was somebody had asked me, could you do Mod Podge with glass in a mold? And I had never tried it. I've done, Mod Podge with glass a ton of times, but never in a mold, an actual mold where it was held for several days. So that was a regular silicone mold that I had done all my other resin art in, and it did not stick to it. It popped right out of it. The thing was, I had looked at it after 5 days, and you could see that it was held together really well. I was able to flip it upside down, and you could see it was still wet with the Mod Podge on the back. What I should have done was laid it upside down, took the mold off, and let the air, it be exposed to the air. I think the back of it would have dried a lot faster. So now you can't do that if you're doing it on glass itself, but if it's in a mold, there's no reason why you couldn't do that. After 5 days, it's held together enough. And for those of you who don't know, the Ashland decorative filler is from Michael's. It always is in this silver color, and it comes in a container like this. And different times of the year, they have different colors out. Now, it also comes in bags like this. It's held in on the end caps. And the glass that's in bags like this is usually seasonal, and it'll go down to like 70% off. So you can really get a good deal. What is this here? This is $7.99, so you can get it for lower than $3 at times. And if that's all you can find is the silver, they do have it in different colors at different times of the year, but if you don't find it in the color that you like, you can paint it in various ways. I use like the TAMIYA translucent spray paints. Some people use alcohol inks. I don't really recommend that because they have to be sealed. As long as you know what you're doing, you know, if this is something you've done before, of course, go ahead, but they can bleed. I don't know if it would bleed with the Mod Podge or not. That's a good question. But there are ways to color the glass if you do not find it in the color that you want. So this is a real popular glass, the Ashland decorative filler. There's so many things you can do with it. Even if you only use half the bag, I guarantee you'll use it for something else. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps the channel. If you enjoy the channel, go ahead and subscribe, hit the bell. You'll be notified whenever I put a new video out. I always put one video out a week, sometimes two. We have the Facebook page going, an amazing group of artists displaying beautiful artwork. Everybody has so many ideas. They think of things I could never have thought of. They give me ideas for my videos. Come join us over there, and I hope you guys all have a great day. Thanks for watching.